Hello salty bastards, Mr. Salty here. Today, I wanna sprinkle some salt on the new D.Va. I know what you are thinking, who the hell are you to talk about it? You are a filthy plat, you are not a GM, so get good noob. Well, I wanna tell you a story. It involves a 20 years old young boy, who always had a crazy addiction for lolitas in tight suit and giant sexy mechas with big engines. One day, I was at my friend's home and he let me play this fantastic game named Overwatch. I am in the training mode, I scroll all the characters, when I find my erotic dream embodied. At that point I knew that I was fucked. From that moment on, my heart totally belonged to a Doritos Gremlin Korean pro player bitch. The funkiness of the arcade nostalgia sound effects and the pesky voice lines totally got me, and the idea that a noob like me could shoot a gun and actually hit something gave me thrills of joy, and a little erection. The first thing I did was jerk off in the bathroom, and it's just a joke, yeah, a joke, totally a joke. I swear. Anyway, the first thing that I actually did when I bought the game was playing 20 hours straight of D.Va only. My dream was to become an MLG D.Va pro player. So I ended up having 65 hours of D.Va experience. The way I play Overwatch today is still defined by this experience. So keep this in mind when I talk about the changes. I bet you already know the changes, but in case you lived under a rock for the past month, let's take a look at them fast and quick. Everyone in the community had the opinion that D.Va's defense matrix needed a change. So basically Blizzard went for the drastic changes, cause they like to fuck everything up. They had D.Va's defense matrix, going from a 4 seconds duration to a duration similar to that fast ninja fart in an elevator that leaves everybody there wondering who is the cunt that dropped such a bomb of shit in that tiny space, which is exactly 2 seconds. Then they understood they were basically nerfing D.Va to the ground, so to trade off her quote-unquote unbalanced defensive potential, they decided to give her rockets cause rockets are always cool. They got the damage right the first time, so they decided to fuck it up and make so that basically they are not micro missiles anymore, but instead a stream of micro Asian penis that deals less damage than Widow's SMG. They also decided to give her the ability to shoot while boosting, which is actually pretty darn cool. So in the end, do I like the changes? Yes, but there is a problem. D.Va was a tank, I will explain later what I mean by was, so I used to be a pretty huge asset for my team. With disciplined, experienced and tempestive plays, I was able to enable my teammates and keep my healers alive. I was able to shut down the enemy DPS and swing fights by eating ults. In a word, I felt impactful. So, what happened? Well, people in both low and high tiers started to complain a lot, and I mean, a lot, about the ability of D.Va to shut down ults and suffocate incoming damage. Some brought good arguments to the table, others were simply bitching about it. Dudes like Tim the Twat Man, Nate son of a bitch and Borium the Boring 76 in Stillock are examples of what I define balance bitching. Balance bitching is currently the highest cause of topics mortality in the Battle.net forums and the cause of an endless stream of dumb changes to the heroes, that since January are basically turning the best hero shooter on the market in an online toxicity simulator. YouTubers and streamers gave the bad example, and people started to complain about things instead of get good. Hook one-shot combo is OP, nerf the pig fucking Blizzard. And the poor hog was left to die for several months. In a similar fashion, D.Va was completely kicked out from the tank category to please the stupidity of our typical DPS player who never joined team chat and plays for fun. Meanwhile the people who spent hours upon hours on D.Va are left to decide if keep playing DPS bang D.Va or turn into a Zarya main. Since I hate that pink-haired Russian lesbian bitch, I decided to tank my rank. Maybe you are asking, hey Salty, why D.Va is a DPS now? How can she be a DPS, when she is in the tank category still? Well, since the PTR I realized that D.Va can't peel for shit now, and her only reason to be now is to jump on enemies and impregnate them with micropenis rockets, and without a bubble barrier like Winston, she can't be actually played as a dive tank, because she will be fucked faster than Winston even starting to spam his stupid peanut butter voice line. You can see from yourself that the way I am playing D.Va in this clip is basically kamikaze D.Va. P.S. I have a suggestion for Blizzard, change D.Va nationality from Korean to Japanese. LOL. Jokes apart, every time I play D.Va now, I don't even look my teammates. My goals are to aggressively fuck every enemy out of position, get gold emblems and then blame my DPS cause they suck at their job. Do you wonder why Junkrat became so popular? Double mines meant jack shit, instead was DM nerf to trigger the success of that fucking annoying mental Aussie bitch. At the same time, Pharah became the god of lower tiers, paired by a frigging unkillable battle mercy, who can now res her every 30 seconds, so basically good widows and McCree can shove their rifles and pistols in their cockhole. Reaper now literally rapes D.Va and Hanzo is happy to scatter sperm on your robotic butt. Every match for me now is either 50 kills and 4 golds, or me turning red from rage and screaming like a wild XQC on period. Thanks God I can play a bit of Winston and Reinhardt, but playing them, I find out I'm not a genuine tank dude. I thought I was that cool guy that liked to shield and protect his buddies, but Winston and Reinhardt feel so clunky to me that I would rather watch an Overwatch porn between Torbjorn and Zarya, than main a gorilla with peanut butter addiction or a crowd with medieval armor and plasma shield. In the end, I like the changes, but I am suffering from dissociative identity disorders and sometime I find myself insta-locking Widow, leave team chat and fuck the entire match. It's creepy. I need help before it's too late and I buy a golden gun for Hanzo. That's all the salt I had for today. See you guys and remember, stay salty, stay toxic and always report your fucking stupid teammates.
You could be a pro just like me. Try and keep up, okay? 2 to the 1 to the 1 to the 3. I play easy mode and I play to win. I love to die and I like to BRB. All systems checked out. Group up with me. 2 to the 1 to the 1 to the 3. I'm here to party. GG. A giant gorilla can keep up with me.